What is up, YouTube? Is Coffee back at it, and this is rather hilarious to me, man. Check this picture out. Beavis and Butthead IRL. Like, it's creepy almost, and they are some weird, big-headed looking, kind of scary, creepy sons of bitches, these bastards right here. But check it out. It says, in 92, the animated characters Beavis and Butthead became iconic figures in pop culture, and their creation was inspired by two teenagers from creator Mike Judge's own life. Now, right there, I just want to stop and ask everyone, have you caught the new Beavis and Butt-Head that came out on Prime? What's it? Or no, Paramount, I think. Yeah, because MTV is under the Paramount banner. If you got a subscription there, they got a couple seasons of it. It's pretty funny, man. And man, do you remember how controversial Beavis and Butthead was back in the day growing up? If you're around my age, it's wild to think like parents were freaking out about their kids watching that. Supposedly some kid in a trailer park somewhere burnt down a trailer or the trailer park because of Beavis and Butthead. It's like nowadays, like if you go watch some old Beavis and Butthead, it's like nothing compared to the way a lot of shows and things like that push the envelope, especially animation. There's some real over the top stuff out there, man. You know, it's how times have changed. But in Mike Judge too, he's made a lot of great stuff, man. Idiocracy is a classic. Office Space. And you know what's wild too is a lot of Mike Judge films have the Ghetto Boys, Scarface, group in it a lot, like some dope Scarface, Ghetto Boys music. But let's carry on, man. Judge, who was a young animator at the time, came up with the idea for the characters while working on short films. For those who don't remember too, Beavis and Butt-Head started as a short on Liquid Television, an MTV animated show that was just people like exactly what we're talking about here with Mike Judge. You know what I'm saying? Animators who were on the come up making short, not films, but like short cartoons, whatever the fuck they're called, short stories. And Beavis and Butthead was a short on there, which later became its own show. Another one, Eon Flux, that used to be on Liquid Television as well. They would just air the show and there was no words to it. And you just kind of were like into the whole action and everything that was going on, but like didn't understand the storyline in a sense. It was wild, man. He was a young animator, came up with the idea for characters while working on short films. He wanted to create two rebellious, dim-witted teens who acted as social commentators, often embodying the typical teenage disillusionment and apathy of the era. So the original Beavis and Butthead shows, they were always giving commentary. Isn't that crazy? Beavis and Butthead are the original reactors. They created the genre of reaction content before it was ever a thing. Ain't that wild? And then you know that other show with those robots that would sit there and watch those like sci-fi films and talk ish? That was like straight out of the Beavis and Butthead playbook. But if you got DVDs or whatever, VHS, like the seasons, they would often cut the video parts out. And then on the newer one that I was telling y'all they brought back, they watch like YouTubers. So they're actually like straight up reactors nowadays. I wonder if it's out there as I'm saying this. Maybe someone will search it up in the old search bar and comment and let me know if it is out there. I wonder if, like, why or if Mike Judge should just start a Beavis and Butthead YouTube channel then. You know what I mean? But let's continue on. Beavis and Butthead were often portrayed as having a narrow view of the world, with their interactions and humor largely centered around their love of rock music, television, and a general lack of common sense. Their relationship, where Butthead acts as the more dominant and often mean-spirited character, while Beavis is eager but clueless, becoming a defining characteristic of the show. The antics and unique personalities resonated with many young viewers, making the show one of the most popular and controversial animated series of the early 90s. The duo's chaotic, unfiltered humor set the stage for the success of MTV's animation lineup, paving the way for future series that explored similar themes of teenage rebellion and counterculture. So it's pretty interesting, I think. And like I said, they got the new seasons of the show. I think they're still making new ones, as they did bring it back briefly right around 2010, and they were reacting to Jersey Shore episodes when that rolled around. But what's it called? Oh, look, people are saying this is AI. So that is something that I was going to get at too, is like, you never know with the internet. Like I wasn't fact checking this, but it was just intriguing to get into the history of Beavis and Butthead a little bit, whether it's real or not. Why is there extra hands in the picture? AI pick. I would personally like to know why there are 5 hands. Where is the extra hand on the shoulder coming from? This is AI. Extra hands don't just appear out of nowhere without a body attachment. Whose hand is that on his shoulder? That's 5 hands. So yeah, those couches are iconic. Also, stop posting AI shit like this. So it's interesting too with the internet. You know what I mean? I was actually going to say that in the beginning. Some people might be like, yo, Coffee, stop the cap. But seriously, I was like, I wonder if this is actual factual or it's cap. But it's like getting into the history of Beavis and Butthead, I guess, putting a little fiction on the end. But they also made a new movie, Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe, that was pretty good. So with a quick Google search, damn, I almost said giggle search. What the fuck, man? But there is something out there from a legitimate news source saying that a lot of the stuff from Mike Judge's animations or stories, movies, etc., are based on real life experiences or whatever, and which I think that goes for a lot of filmmakers or storytellers or content creators, if you will. You know, like life always inspires art, whether it's a dream or a life experience or something. Typically is based off some sort of bit of reality, you know what I mean? But it says his inspiration for the series protagonist came from other kids he knew in real life. So I don't know that that's necessarily high school classmates inspired Beavis and Butthead. However, Beavis and Butthead had the same toxic dynamic. In many interviews, Judge has explained that his inspiration from the series protagonist came from other kids he knew IRL. So maybe someone took this and generated that photo, you know what I mean? Oh yeah, right here it says something too about YouTube. Judge's widespread recognition as a creator began when he developed Beavis and Butt-Head, which originally ran on MTV from 93 to 97. The cult hit recently received a reboot that included the Jack Kirby-inspired animated film Beavis and Butt-Head Do the Universe, which again was pretty cool, man. Anyone out there, let me know if you saw it, your thoughts. Did you like the original? How do you compare it to the original, etc.? After the movie's release, the series returned with a new season that featured the characters providing commentary for YouTube videos rather than music videos. However, Beavis and Butt-Head had the same toxic dynamic. In many interviews, Judge has explained that his inspiration for the series protagonist came from other kids he knew IRL. He based the characters on other teens from his high school in Albuquerque and his neighborhood in Mira Mesa. Judge told La Jolia Light that kids would sneak into people's backyards. One of the kids coined the nickname Iron Butt. What the fuck? Because he would encourage other children to kick him in the ass? Okay, this is getting weird, man. That kid had a sidekick that Judge's roommate started calling Butthead. The reckless and often foolish behavior of many teens Judge knew created the character. So I guess basically people AI generated that pic, to kind of go along with this story. So it's a bit of fiction with reality. Often, like we were just saying, the storytelling typically is by many film creators, content creators, and all that. But thanks for watching. Hit the comments, subscribe. Catch you on the next one, guys. Peace. Coffee out.